Hi there, I am Marielle. It was nice meeting you. Welcome. So today we will be talking about solving systems of linear equations using substitution and elimination methods. Alright, so for today's lesson objectives, we have solve systems of linear equations in two variables by substitution and elimination methods. Second, recognize the relevance of the methods in solving real-life problems. And lastly, is to determine the most efficient methods in solving systems of linear equations. Are you ready? Let's go! Alright, so let's have a warm-up activity first, and you'll be doing this activity in 5 minutes. In this activity, we will be having a quiz using quizzes. So what is quizzes and how are we going to use quizzes in our activity? Let's have an overview first.
Need to master a concept instead of just Googling answers? Here's how Quizzes takes the stress out of studying. First, choose from millions of teacher-made quizzes covering whatever you need to learn. Next, practice on your own or play a multiplayer game with friends. To mix it up, explore different themes, music, and game modes. Replay quizzes whenever you like and move on to the next concept at your own pace. Find a quiz now. It's free.
Alright, our activity is a multiplayer quiz. So all you have to do is to enter the code you see on your screen. You can use your desktops or your mobile phones. First, open quizzes.com and enter the code. Alright, so let's look again our code. We have 568220. So we're going to input that one here. 568220. And then click join. Alright, kindly put your name on the box so that I can identify you and click start. You will then be redirected into the game. In here, you just have to click the right answer on the box provided. Once you click your final answer, you can proceed by clicking the arrow on the lower portion of the screen. You just have to continue doing the same thing until you finish the quiz. In here, if you wish to reattempt a question you got wrong, you are going to choose one on any of the three boxes. To recall, an equation is said to be a linear equation with two variables if it is in the form of ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. So there are three methods in solving systems of linear equation. We have the graphing method, the substitution method, and the elimination method. But today we're going to focus on the substitution and elimination methods. Alright, so let's take a look at how these methods differ. First, we have the substitution methods. It is a technique for solving systems of linear equations where you solve one equation for one variable and then substitute that expression into the other equation. This reduces the system to a single equation with one variable, which can be solved, and you can substitute back to find the other variable. Take this for example. We have an equation x minus 2y equals 8 and x plus y equals 5. In solving equations using substitution methods, we need to choose one of the equations and solve for one variable in terms of the other. So in here, we are going to solve for x from the equation 2, and that gives us x equals 5 minus y. Since we already found the value of x, now it's time to find the value of y. To do this, we are going to substitute this value into our equation 1. We have x minus 2y equals 8 as our equation 1. So we are going to substitute the value of x, which is 5 minus y, and then carry out the remaining variable in our equation 1, which is negative 2y equals 8. Since we already substitute the value in the equation, we are going to simplify and solve the resulting equation for the remaining variable. So the value of our y is equals to negative 1. Since we already found the value of our y, let's put this value in equation 2. This would give us x minus 1 equals 5. And then let's simplify. Therefore, in this equation, our x is equals to 6 and our y is equals to negative 1. Here's how we do it. So these are the steps in solving systems of linear equation using substitution methods. To continue, let us explore the other methods. So next is the elimination methods. It is a technique used to solve systems of linear equations. It involves manipulating the equations in a system to eliminate one variable, making it easier to solve for remaining variable. This method relies on adding or subtracting equations to cancel out a variable. So we have here an example. We have x minus 2y equals 8 and 2x plus y equals 5. In this method, it is important to ensure that both equations are in standard form, which is ax plus by equals c. Then we are going to prepare for elimination. We are going to determine which variable we want to eliminate, and then multiply one or both equations by a constant so that the coefficients of the chosen variable are opposites. Then add the two equations together. The chosen variable should cancel out, leaving a single equation with one variable. So in here, we have x minus 2y equals 8 plus 4x plus 2y equals 10. So we are going to add the equations together, leaving a single equation with one variable. And that leaves us 5x equals 18 because x plus 4x equals 5x and 8 plus 10 equals 18. And then cancel out 5 and that leaves us x equals to 18 over 5. Since we already found the value of x, we are going to put this value in equation 2 and then substitute the value of the variable into one of the original equations. So we have y equals to 5 minus 2 times 18 over 5, which is the value of our x. 2 times 18 over 5 is equals to 36 over 5. This gives us the value of y as negative 11 over 5. Therefore, in this equation, we have x equals to 18 over 5 and y equals to negative 11 over 5. So here's how we do it. These are the steps in solving systems of equation using elimination methods. Now let's anticipate the common misconceptions. Students may assume that a single method works for all systems, neglecting the importance of choosing the most suitable approach. Now let's have an activity. Let's call this activity as an escape room. The task is to escape the room by solving different equations involving systems of linear equations. So the question is, can you escape? Let's see. So we'll be doing this activity via Google Forms and kindly click the link you see on your screens. After clicking, here's what it looked like. So as you can see, our escape room is entitled A Spy's Hidden Cache. So, we have some pictures here. It is a storyline of how you are going to escape the room. In each plot lies different puzzle that you are going to solve. You need to solve the current plot correctly in order to proceed. So here's our activity 2 entitled Creating a Pamphlet. So the instruction is you are going to use a Canva. We're going to create or select one real-life problems and create a pamphlet. You are going to select the most efficient methods to be used on your chosen problem and show your creativity by designing. So here's what you are going to do. You are going to select a template or choose your own, alright, and then try to design. By the way, you can use your desktop or phones in creating this pamphlet. Right? Take this for example. In here, you can choose the design of your canvas. So here, I choose A3 and then customize this template. You can now customize or edit the things that you want to change or the things that you want to be replaced. Alright? So here's what it look like when you are using your phone. Alright, so for assessment and reflection, we'll be utilizing a Google form here. So for the instructions, answer the following questions in the Google Forms. There were 15 questions that you need to answer correctly. And in order to do that, you are going to click the link to access the quiz. There is also one open-ended question on the last portion of the quiz. It is a reflection question stating how do the methods in solving systems of equation reflect the different approaches to solving real-life problems. Alright, that's all for today. Thank you for watching. If you have questions, kindly comment down below. Thank you.